I'll show you how to play Piece of Shit by Wet Leg. If you like the video, please like and subscribe down below. We're trying to get to 1,000 subs so we can monetize the channel and help provide affordable instruments to beginners and some free one-on-one lessons. Also, check out the Patreon. For as little as $5, you can support that cause, as well as you'll get a PDF of this lesson and a Guitar Pro file for the lesson with both guitar parts on it. So grab a guitar, or two, and let's play. There's 5 chords we're going to be looking at. They're either going to be bar chords or chords in the first position, and there's a few different ways you can play them. The first chord we're going to look at is G in the first position. Next up is going to be E minor, also in the first position. The next chord is going to be B5, so it'll be just the B note and the 5th, which is an F sharp. You can play that here on the 5th string, 2nd fret, or you can do it like she does it in the video, 6th string, 7th fret. Next we've got a C5, so you would take that one shape and just move it down 1 fret to the 8th fret on the 6th string. Or you could play it here on the 3rd fret of the 5th string. And then finally, we've got a D5. So again, you could take that shape, you could play it on the 5th string, 5th fret, or you could play it on the 6th string, 10th fret. All right, let's go through both guitar parts in the verse. It's going to start off going back and forth between G and E minor, and these are going to be up and down 8th notes, so the strumming pattern is just going to be down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, and it's going to play G to E minor for 3 measures. And then we're going to do the bar chord B5, and then C5. So altogether, the verses are going to sound like this. And in that part where the B5 and C5 are happening, the second guitar is going to play a quick little melody on the 4th string that's going to start at the 10th fret, and it's going to go 10, 9, 7, 5. And on the record, there's some cool effect on it, so it almost sounds like a chorus or maybe even a little pitch shifting, but it's just going to be 10, 9, 7, 5. Next, we get into the chorus. The chorus is going to stay with the G and E minor chords, but each one of them is going to get an entire measure, and it's going to repeat that 3 times, so it's going to sound like this. And then at the end of that, it's going to go down stroking 8th notes, going to start on C, and then it's going to go to D, and each one of those chords is going to get an entire measure. So altogether, that chorus will sound like this. And for there, we're going to go into what I'm just calling a guitar interlude. The chords are going to stay the same from G to E minor, so we'll still have this part. And that'll keep going over and over again. But now we have another second guitar part that is really cool. So I'm going to go this measure by measure. So the first measure of the guitar interlude, the second guitar part, is going to go from 7 on the 4th string to the 5th fret, and that's going to be all in the first measure, and then it's going to go to the second measure down, staying on the 4th string, and it's O2, O2, slide up to 5, and back to 2. Measures 3 and 4, same type of a melodic pattern, but we're going to add a extra note to that sliding part. So it's going to go 7, 7, 7, 5, then O2, O2, slide up to 5, and then back to 2, 0. The The next two measures are going to be the same as the first two parts, so it's and then we have another part that is going to sort of take us out of this part. So it's going to do the 7, 7, 7, 7, 5. Then it's going to slide from 7 to 9. And then the measure after that is going to go 9, 7, 5 on the 4th string, and then 7 on the 5th string. So that last little bit will sound like this. Next we get into the second verse. Second verse is going to be the same as the first. It's going to have that G, E minor, G, E minor, G, E minor, and then the B to C at the end, as well as having that melody on the second guitar. From there we go into the second chorus. Second chorus is going to be the same. Each measure is going to have a chord to it, so we're going to have a measure of G, a measure of E minor, again up and down stroking 8th notes, and then we'll play that 3 times, and then we'll go to the bar chord C and the bar chord D, all down picking. From there we have a 2-measure breakdown where there's no guitar, and then we're going to get into the third chorus. Third chorus is going to be the same in terms of the chords. It's going to go from G to E minor, each one of those getting an entire measure. Now the second guitar part does, in a sense, the same kind of melody underneath it that it did for the first chorus, and we'll go ahead and play that again. So it's 7, 7, 7, 5, 5, 5, 0, 2, 0, 2, and that's sliding up to the 5 and then back to the 2. All of that is going to be on the 4th string. And then we have the next set. Again, that adds that extra note into the sliding part. Then we have 2 more patterns. It's going to be the same as the first pattern. And then finally, this last little bit is different. It's similar than the first one, but it doesn't have the walk down after it. And it just stops there on the slide up to the 9th fret. So we're still in the chorus, but we're going to go now to whole note strums, and we're going to have this pattern go from G to E minor, and it's going to repeat 4 times. Alright, so we're in the home stretch. The band's going to kick back in after those single notes, single chords, and it's going to come back in with the same strumming pattern as it does in previous choruses, so just the G to E minor. And it's going to do that all the way to the end, with the exception of right at the very end, we're just going to do some whole notes. So finally, let's talk about the second guitar part at the end of the song. The melody is going to be the same, with a couple exceptions as the other 2 choruses. So I'll go ahead and play up to the part where there's the first change. And here's the change. It goes 7, 5, and that's it. Doesn't walk down any further. So that last couple of measures, it goes right back into the pattern. So you hear that little change right at the very end with a little bend on the 9th fret of the 4th string. So that last measure again, last two measures is going to be 7, 7, 7, 7, 5, 7, up to 9, and then it's going to go. So it's a 9 on the 4th string, a bend on 9, then 7, and then 5. And then the song will end with just the. Well, thanks for watching. If you like the video, please like and subscribe down below and leave me a comment. Also, check out the Patreon. For as little as $5 a month, you get access to the PDF and Guitar Pro file for this lesson, as well as helping support beginners, getting them into some one-on-one lessons and affordable instruments. Thanks, and we'll see you in the next lesson.